There is something I've been meaning to talk about, something that affects people and yet they still live in silence. Someday you feel like you're not existing, you smile, you try to get up, you show up for that event, but inside you're tired, you're struggling, you're sad in a way that sleep cannot even fix this. This is called depression. A lot of people are struggling with depression. Millions of people are, about 250 million people are struggling with depression, and yet they are not talking about it because of stigmatization, because of this. Into this video, this is an open conversation just to talk about depression, the causes, the symptoms, treatments, and how you can support someone struggling with it. Whether you're struggling with it, whether you're healing, whether you want to support someone with this is a safe space for you. No judgment. Is just a real talk about depression, and all I'm doing here is just sharing tips and knowledge about it and sharing light. Thank you. So depression, a person feel, think, which later impact on their functions, activity of the day. Depression is persistent sadness, loss of interest in their daily activity or what they normally enjoy to do, or what you normally enjoy or activities you like doing. When you suddenly lost interest over a long period of time and you was constantly being sad, that's depression. Depression equals self-esteem, lack of energy, you lack motivation in doing things, that's depression. Over a long period of time you just lose interest in things, that's depression. Low mood, low energy, and loss of interest equals depression. So what are the causes of depression? Number one is biological cause. Biological cause can be genes. Sometimes it is hereditary, but most times it's imbalanced neurotransmitter in the brain. Neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, noradrenaline, which gives mood, which improves our mood, our sleep, our appetite. When this is imbalanced in the brain, this can cause depression. That's the biological. So number two, we have psychological factor, which can be negative thoughts. You lack motivation, low self-esteem. You are feelings of hopelessness, helplessness. You're feeling numb. You are just upset. That's the psychological factor. You don't even know what to do. You lack motivation, you lack enthusiasm. That's when depression sets in. That's a psychological factor. Psychological factor, you lack control over life events. You are just being negative. Maybe you are having this self-harm, you are having thoughts to self-harm or suicidal thoughts. That's the psychological factor. Number three, environmental factor. When we are talking about environmental or social factor, so it can be burnouts from work, place, relationship. It can be through crisis in relationship or family. It could be your finances. Maybe you're in debt, and this you tend to think about this a lot, and it can even impact. It can be loneliness. It can be discrimination, and it can be isolation. And number four, have medical conditions. If somebody has comorbidities of different conditions, this can impact on their mental health, that can later lead to depression. For instance, somebody with autism and the person is autistic, this can impact their mental health. It can lead to depression, and some side effect of medication can lead to depression. Misuse, overdose of some medication can lead to depression. So symptoms of depression. Number one is the emotional symptoms. You feel upset, you feel tired, you feel helplessness, numbness, negativity, low self-esteem. This is the emotional symptoms. And number two, we have cognitive symptom, lack of concentration, low self-esteem, lack of focus, lack of motivation. These are the symptoms of depression. And three, we have behavioral symptoms. Behavioral symptoms can be you're neglecting your personal hygiene, your day-to-day activities, you have change in sleep pattern, lack of appetite, you don't feel like eating anything. Those are behavioral same productivities at work or your school. That those are behavioral factors. Then number four, we have physical factors. Physical factor can be migraine, pain, unexplainable pain, stress, prolonged stress, extreme fatigue. These can lead to depression. Depression can impact your social and relationship. You feel withdrawn, you are lonely, you don't want to talk about stuff, you don't you've lost interest in doing some activities. This can impact your social life and your workplace. It can impact your occupation or your profession or your career. You lack concentration, you're not unable to complete a task or to meet up a deadline. You are absent at work, you're always procrastinating, you always feel there is decrease in your productivities. These are the impacts of depression on our lifestyle. Support somebody struggling with depression. This is the treatment part. Number one is psychotherapy. Psychotherapy can be cognitive behavior therapy, can be interpersonal therapy, and can be psychodynamic therapy. Cognitive behavior therapy, these people, the therapists, the way explore on things that is making you to have low mood, low low self-esteem, lack of confidence, maybe you're unable to focus, maybe you're unable to concentrate well. This going for this therapy will help you. Two is interpersonal therapy. They explore your relationship, they explore your interpersonal skills, how you relate to people. Maybe the depression is as a result of your past relationship, so the therapists, they look into your past, your present relationship, and how they can help you, how they can action. And the one is psychodynamic. They explore your past and unconscious pattern experience. They explore your past experience and unconscious pattern. They look at everything. They find a way to help you, to support you. That's the psychodynamic therapy. Two is medication. Antidepressant medication like sertraline, like venlafaxine, like fluoxetine. All these can help with depression treatment. Electroconvulsive therapy. Electroconvulsive therapy is when for severe depression. When treatment with psychotherapy or medication is not working, when this has failed, this is when they introduce ECT. ECT is application of electric currents in the brain just to reset the brain. And the fourth one is your lifestyle change, which requires your balanced diet, your regular exercise, drinking water often. You can use these stress relief techniques, and if you feel like you want to talk to someone about what you're going through, speak up. Those are the lifestyle change. The most important thing that we emphasize on is sufficient sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Take that nap, take that break. It is very important. If you've made this far, thank you so much for watching this space. Talking about depression is not easy, and listening to it is not easy either. I want you to remember that you're not alone in this. Your feelings are valid. Healing is possible, even if it doesn't feel like it today. I believe in your recovery. It can only get better. Thank you.